I'm Chris, and today I was trying to do a video restoring HPI Savage. So the video changed because it's missing so many screws and little parts. Even though I buy these things used, I restore them back 100%. I will change the engines if I have to, but every screw, every little piece has to go back perfect. Obviously documenting this in case you're trying to take the route I am to save a little bit of money, but is it worth it? I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not always worth it. It is for me, because that's how I learn about these things, and that's the challenge that I want. When I get into something, I want to learn everything about it. I did get a little frustrated because I thought I was going to have this thing built by today, but nope, we got to do a part 2 on it. As soon as I get the parts, I'll make the video. So if you have an HPI Savage and you don't have the book, you need to go buy one of these. You can get them for $10 total. I bought one for the 5.9. It's going to show you every single little thing. This is very important right here on the Savage. It's hard to look at this on your phone trying to scroll up and down. So this is the first Savage that I bought. It actually ended up being kind of the worst one. It was a 4.6 with the orange parts on it. And we just have every part cleaned. I bought some super clean, simple green, and purple power. They all work pretty good, but I did have to go back and scrub a lot of parts. Engine degreaser, you might want to be careful putting that stuff on there. It works really good, but it can fade the crap out of your plastics. But as we go through this, we still have to go back and scrape a lot of little crap out. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to put this thing together, and we're going to stop when it gets complicated. We might run a stock pipe on it, I don't know, but this came with it. It looks pretty cool. We are going to crack the gearbox open. I still have to clean it. We'll look at what's going on there. It seems to be in really good shape. Hold on, I had it sitting in WD-40. Let's see if it shrunk. It did shrink. The WD-40 shrunk the gasket back to normal. I cannot believe that. In my last video, this was the first seal fail I had. It swelled it up all sloppy, and I put it in WD-40 and it shrunk the seal. And look, it works. This is not the same tank. This was the good one. That's insane. I was so mad today because I could not find that O-ring anywhere. They want you to buy the whole tank, I guess. It really did. I had it in this little bucket right here. These were Berry Chem Dip parts, and I spray them with WD-40 so they don't rust. Oh, look at that. What the hell is that? Look. Honestly, this thing was hard taking it apart, so I don't even know where to start on it. I guess we'll go through these because he had the wrong screw. See, that's not even supposed to be in there. That's the only thing I don't like about this. It doesn't exactly show you where the screw goes, but see how they're kind of right next to each other? That's how these are. So let's check Z613. Now, if you don't have that much money or you're young and don't know yet, then put whatever screw. It doesn't matter. But me, every single screw has to be the right one. And if I don't have it, I'll order it. So powerhobby.com is where I've been buying all my stuff. I made my first little order, like $80 for this right here. But they seem to have a bit of stuff. See, I'm getting my little stockpile of screws up. Just showing you where I'm getting it from. If you know a better place, let me know. So any screws that don't belong just get removed. I've never done this before, so it's not a how-to. It's just kind of watch along and give me some advice for next time. So the reason I took this one all apart first was because a lot of screws were loose. This was all like shaky, the whole thing was. And when I would try to tighten them, they wouldn't go anymore and they stayed loose. So it turned out it was just dirty, stuff like that. But so I'm just roughly fitting things where they go, trying to do a screw checklist, trying to figure this out. How to even build it, I have no idea. So I brushed the transmission down, and I sprayed it with purple power and kind of washed the crap off of it. A little water did go on the inside, but not too much. So we just want to do a bearing check. I'm not even trying to go into this right now. I'm super scared of it. It's intimidating, but just check the bearings, make sure they all sound good. You can pull the case apart like that to inspect these, but they sound perfect. All this sounds really, really healthy. And same thing right here. I just wanted to put my eyes on the bearing. Everything's spinning perfect. So just like the Traxxas, you need your Japanese Phillips screwdriver on these, or you're going to have a hard time with these Phillips screws on this HPI. You see right there, you can just kind of get a grinder and grind it flat. This is just an American one. Some driver sets will have this in it already. So this HPI stuff, it all snaps together like a puzzle. So let's get that brake on there. We don't want WD-40 on this. And if you're all freaking out that this got oily, just get some rubbing alcohol, wipe these parts down if they got oil or WD-40 on them and you're worried about it. So a little brake rod, get this little piece in there. Well, we know the two big washers are there for the protect the metal from the plastic. So this one has these 4 little extra ones. Man, that was not easy. Frustrating. And always take the time to learn your screws. Get you one of these. They're super cheap, and you need to learn every single length of these screws. You're going to measure from inside the head to about right there, so 9.7. So you can say this is a 10 mil. So we got the Z567. Okay, is that the actual size of it? All right, so yeah, it is a M3 by 10. So let me see if I ordered these. I did not have them in my order yet. Man, that's actually why I'm out here right now messing with this, to get this order right. All right, now we got them. So the gearboxes on the front and back are the same. They're just opposed. That's why they only show one picture in the book. So this video has to stop now. We're gonna do a part 2 when I finish it up. So I had already ordered some parts, and these are the little things I'm finding out that I still need. These 2 right here. This video became its own because is it really worth buying a used one? I got extremely lucky with this one. It came with 2 engines. We have 3 of these black chrome wheels with all good tires, but we have one that's mismatched. Is that enough to bother you? So right in here, I guess they had wrecked the front, and you see those 2 orange pieces? They had these purple ones in there, so I had to order some orange ones. Those are still good parts for the other ones. I forgot to put this little piece in here. Now I got to go back, take everything off. It actually goes together very easy once you understand it. You're going to build the whole front section first, then the whole back section, and you kind of just join them together, and all this goes in there real easy. The screws is what's very, very, very confusing, and it's basically this size head, fine machine screw, or a coarse wood screw for the plastic. You're gonna have all the same little 10 mil screws, and then the screws kind of change right here, and you have 1 short one and 3 longer ones. Pretty much once you figure those screws out, this build becomes very, very easy. We still might have to take it back apart to figure out how the servos go, but I just wanted to familiarize myself with how the bell cranks are in there. I had to order 1 of every single screw type on this vehicle. It wasn't that they were missing, they just had the wrong ones in there. So I guess they just bought Traxa screws. This is fine, I'll keep that for Traxa stuff. I just don't like mixing stuff up like that. It's a very bad habit to get into. And when does it end? It never ends. You just get better and better at it. About $20 in missing screws. I did buy this cage for it. It was $20. It did have it, but it was all busted up and broken. We won with the transmission, but on this slipper clutch bearing that goes right here, I noticed it felt crunchy, and it is crunchy. I take every single bearing off and I roll them like that. It is super crunchy. It doesn't even spin. It's completely bad. I don't know what happened to it. And this bearing is not on the HPI parts list. See how they just kind of leave it out? It's gone. 13 by 7 by 4 bearing, so I'm gonna have to order some of these off of eBay. So on these bigger monster trucks, the steering servos are like 95% bad on the ones I bought so far, so figure on replacing that. That can be expensive if you're buying a new one. The dog bone, so evidently they had replaced one with this shiny one, and this is bent. We could straighten this, but I went ahead and bought 2 more. They're $20 for 2. All of our wheel bearings passed the test. All of those were good. All the differentials and gears, all this stuff is super beautiful. Still have to clean the dirt off of that one a little bit. All the suspension parts checked out. Nothing was destroyed. So one thing that's kind of ugly is the paint off of the springs is coming off on all of them. So far, one of them was good, and then one of them was almost all the way out of oil, but they're sealed up now. They're working great. We got lucky with the wheelie bar. All this is in good shape. The bearings are good. We're going to be able to use this on this one. We also bought a body for this one. It was like $70, and you'll see this in the final video. I absolutely love this body, everything about it. It looks really, really cool. We are going to run it with the older style wheels, but that's just what I have. It'll look fine. They want too much money for the newer style wheels. really did catch me off guard. I knew we were going to be missing a few things, but not that bad. And I do have some parts ones, but I'm not trying to rob parts off of these until I know every single part by memory. But just look how clean this looks. I took the time, scrubbed everything, dipped everything, and it feels like a brand new car. And this is probably the dirtiest or second dirtiest one that I have. You can see a lot of corrosion on there. Just spray it with WD-40, okay? It'll start to look better. Look at that pen. I just want to document my experience and show you guys and girls what can happen if you're trying to save a little bit of money. If you're young or don't have money and you say, oh man, I want to do the same thing, I would just save my money and buy a brand new one. Trust me. I got to put that order in right now. We'll have a part 2 and this thing will be ready to go. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.